Father Tom O'Brien has been living and working in Hanoi since 1995. In Vietnam, Catholic Mass is celebrated only by local clergy, as foreign priests are not permitted to carry out their pastoral duties. Maryknoll Fathers in Vietnam, therefore, put their chalices aside and set up an aid agency to fund several development projects which help the poor. Vietnam is one of the tiger economies of Asia, and while life in the cities is booming for many, life in the rural areas lags far behind. It's in the countryside where Maryknoll has most of its projects. Acting as a funding agency, it helps thousands of Vietnamese to better their lives. Father O'Brien explains his work and takes us on a tour of some of the projects which Maryknoll supports.
Okay, I'm Tom O'Brien. I'm a Maryknoll priest, and I've been with Maryknoll since 1967 and ordained since 1974. The Hai Hau project is a vocational skills training center located in a rural area about 3 hours from Hanoi, and Maryknoll has been working with it for the last 6 years. And we've been supporting the center ever since. At the training center itself, we do some of the traditional manual skills like carpentry, tailoring, motorbike repair, automobile repair, electronics, and welding. Well, in the beginning, as we set up the center, we did a lot of purchasing of equipment, and now our support now is a little bit more indirect. We pay the salaries of some 6 teachers and 4 field workers, which allows the center to be more flexible in the way they plan their courses. They can give more courses and at a lower cost. But we also have a number of community-based courses out in the villages, and they're mainly courses that will help people to develop a second skill to complement their farming, but in the area. So they're handicraft production, weaving, embroidery, crochet. We even do mushroom growing and decorative tree production. Yeah. Anything that will give them a second income. Bui Chu is the name of a diocese, and it's one of the original dioceses in Vietnam, started by the French missionaries in the 19th century. And that particular orphanage was actually started in 1850 by a Spanish Dominican priest. And right now it's been run by one of the diocesan priests, and Maryknoll has been providing support on and off for the orphanage ever since we got here, basically. There are a number of children that get left at the orphanage by single parents. The orphanage cares for quite a large percentage of kids with various types of disabilities. And they're children that unfortunately have been abandoned oftentimes by their families and their parents. "12 years ago, Maryknoll entered into a partnership with a local foundation that provides free treatment and rehabilitation for children with disabilities. Now, that foundation has centers all over Vietnam, and currently Maryknoll is working with 3 of their centers in rural areas around Hanoi. We help them to improve their physical facility. We provided quite a bit of rehabilitation devices and equipment that they can use, and we've provided training in rehabilitation skills for their medical staff, which has really made a big difference in the quality of the care that they give. They have a lot of children with cerebral palsy or diseases that are similar, nerve diseases from cerebral palsy, so they have difficulty with movement. Many of them have learning disabilities. So the treatment that is given is primarily through first acupuncture, and secondly through massage and point pressure and various types of movement therapies that the staff have learned in the trainings that we gave them. Back in 2005 to 2007, we did a project with training visually impaired women in massage skills. Last year, the Blind Association approached us again and asked us to do a vocational skills training program, but focusing on musical skills, which again, visually impaired people have a natural talent for music. So music is a big part of the culture here, singing. And the blind people, from my experience, almost all of the conferences or seminars that I've attended where they have some kind of a musical presentation, probably half the time it's blind musicians that they bring in to entertain people. So there's a real market for them to earn income in that.
Some of the many ways in which Maryknoll is helping the poor and disabled in Vietnam.